he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You saying you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means.
Right.
You know, but he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man.
Kind of, in the most respectful way, like make him regret,
He's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy, said a noticeably cautious voice from Mario Barrios' camp. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough. With all due respect, I want to make him regret coming out of retirement to face me. The boxing world was left buzzing after cryptic reports emerged from one of Pacquiao's recent sparring sessions. A sparring partner confirmed that he had shared the ring with the Filipino legend. But when asked if he had knocked Pacquiao out, he only laughed and refused to answer directly. That mysterious reaction has sparked intense speculation. Is Pacquiao really ready? Or is his comeback about to collide with a harsh reality?
You're a big deal. And didn't you spar Manny Pacquiao around that time?
Yeah.
How's Manny Pacquiao in the ring?
Oh man, we worked so much. We worked so much together. Freddie Roach, I can quote him. He said that the best fights, sparring he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You saying you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means. I have amnesia.
Veteran trainer Robert Garcia didn't hold back his concerns. Speaking candidly, he said, "At 46, the odds are brutally stacked against Manny." Garcia believes that the decision to return is ill-advised, pointing to the unforgiving nature of today's boxing climate. Time is undefeated, he warned. Pacquiao may have achieved more than most fighters ever dream of, but reflexes, endurance, and agility fade. And at this level, that can cost you everything.
Do you think Pacquiao wins this fight?
Man, look, Pacquiao's is a legend. He's a legend. He's man, everybody, myself, Mexicans, people love him because he's just such a great person. He helps a lot. Everything he does is to help people out, and I know of so many stories of people that he's helped, that he's done in his country. So you can't help not like him, and I wish him well. But I got 36. It's too hard.
46, yeah. 46.
Oh, my bad. 46. Yeah. He's 4 years younger than me, man. I don't see myself even able to, box for 12 rounds against a young fighter. Even though Barrios might be the lighter of the welterweight division,
Right.
But he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man. But it's done. It's been done before, man. Foreman done it. Hopkins did it. That Leonard came back. Also and did it after a long retirement. So, is it possible? Yeah. Does he have the talent to do it? Yeah. Was he one of the best fighters of all times? Yeah. So we could see him pull it off, man. But I really don't. I don't see it.
While some sports analysts remain cautious, they're not dismissive. Their hesitation doesn't stem from doubting Pacquiao's legacy, but from recognizing how dramatically the landscape has changed during his time away. Still, they agree. Manny wouldn't risk everything unless he genuinely believed in himself. His return signals more than a comeback. It reveals a fire that refuses to die. If his timing clicks and his conditioning holds up, an upset remains within the realm of possibility.
I know I have been these last couple of weeks, watching all these old fights, looking at interviews, watching him train. It just makes you think, like, does he have one more in him? I don't know. He thinks so, and we're gonna watch him try at least.
Against Mario Barrios, he's gonna be looking for the WBC World Tour World titles, right?
Yeah. Barrios is a world champion in a welterweight division that is about as weak as I've ever seen it. I think probably people older than me won't ever remember. This might be the weakest welterweight division in history, especially with the removal of Ennis, who's likely seen his last fight at welterweight. I do believe that there are guys coming up in the pipeline that are pretty good welterweights, but they're not at the championship, or they're not getting the championship shot quite yet. But if there's a moment in time where an older fighter can jump in and maybe steal a moment or steal a belt and win a championship and do something special, it's probably right now. It's not. It's Mario Barrios losing the welterweight title isn't exactly Michael Moore losing the heavyweight title to George Foreman, when Moore had just beaten Evander Holyfield. It was a shock when Foreman beat him, but nonetheless, it's still an accomplishment. And I think Barrios sucks. So I think I think
Mario Barrios, the man across the ring from Manny on fight night, has been vocal about his intent. This comeback is a mistake, he declared, studying Pacquiao's training footage with surgical focus. Barrios believes age has already begun to slow the icon down. He's not the same fighter from 10 years ago, he said, and I plan to prove that in the ring. For Barrios, this is more than a fight. It's a career-defining opportunity to rise by taking out a living legend.
To get in this camp.
So yeah, then well, I guess I'll put it this way: like, I don't think based on that, then you should be surprised with anything Manny does, or is it like, well, we'll see with the first punch how that mimics the sparring?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the best way, right? Because I mean, again, we have been trying to mimic or trying to get the looks that Manny brings as best as we can, but still, everything it's gonna come down to fight night. I'm still preparing for the best version of Manny that I can. I'm not going in there expecting to be facing an old man. So yeah, I'm expecting him to be fast, to be moving. So yeah, I'm just expecting the best from him.
I would think because you're younger, that the later the fight goes, the more it's in your favor, right? Like, do you guys feel that?
I feel that. I have confidence. And the more, the longer the fight goes, right? It's I mean, it's my job to go in there and yeah, make him feel like the old man. Make him feel kind of in the most respectful way, make him regret coming out of retirement to face me. But make him question it, right? Why did I come back?
A panel of 11 boxing analysts have voiced unanimous concern. They point to Pacquiao's last performance, a fight that lacked the explosive movement and clean footwork that once defined him. Their conclusion: this bout comes with serious danger. Barrios is young, powerful, and relentless. If Pacquiao struggles to keep up or take punishment, they believe a knockout isn't just possible, it's likely. While many respect his bravery, most agree. Facing a prime opponent at 46 is a treacherous gamble.
So Manny Pacquiao is going to get knocked out by Mario Barrios. And I get it, Mario Barrios is far from a good fighter. Mario Barrios is one of the worst champions in all of boxing, but Manny Pacquiao is so old, bro. I think a lot of you guys forget Manny Pacquiao fought last year and he arguably lost to a Muay Thai kickboxer dude. This dude wasn't even a boxer. Yes, he was really big, but the dude was just not a boxer. Honestly, I think the WBC should call this fight off. I think it's not too late to kind of go back on your word and let's call this one off. This fight should not be sanctioned by anybody. This fight should not be allowed. At least Mario Barrios should be stripped of his WBC title for defending it against a 46-year-old. Is there a slim chance Manny Pacquiao is able to outmaneuver him and maybe outpoint him, punch around him? Yeah, maybe. But realistically, it won't happen. But if he does, I think it will solidify him as the greatest boxer of all time, no questions about it. I think if he does win this fight, it would put him clearly over Ali, Ray Robinson, Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on how y'all feel about it.
Coach Joel Diaz added his voice to the discussion, offering a respectful yet sobering view. Manny is a legend, no doubt, he said, but time doesn't stop for anyone. Diaz pointed out that Barrios' youth gives him the edge in energy, recovery, and sharpness. Even the best lose a step, he said, and in boxing, one step is all it takes.
Yeah. Mario Barrios is younger. He's younger, he's big, he's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably the same size as Margarito.
think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. I mean, in my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
One of the biggest red flags is Pacquiao's long absence from professional fighting. Years outside the ring change more than just muscle memory. They affect timing, adaptability, and mental rhythm. In a sport where split seconds decide outcomes, even a minor delay can be catastrophic. As critics highlight, no matter how great the past was, it can't pause the biological clock.
I think people are forgetting Pacquiao has a championship fight this weekend against Mario Barrios. And I don't know what to really think about this one. So, I took a screenshot of this and circled it. Pacquiao's 46 years old. See, status inactive. And, I don't know. I don't know how, one, they gave this guy a license to have this fight. I get Manny Pacquiao, who he used to be, and how truly good he really was. Not that guy anymore. Going against a guy who's young and Mario Barrios and talented. And then if you look at Pacquiao's resume going into this fight. So obviously you have his loss in 2015 to Mayweather. And we'll just go up. And look, he beat Bronner in 2019. That win didn't age too well, but it's a very good win. Beats Keith Thurman, who beat Barrios. And he loses to Ugas in UD, who, by the way, gets cooked by Barrios 2 years later. Pacquiao, at this point, will have had a 4-year layoff going into this fight, or a 3-year and 11-month layoff, if you look at that. Going into a championship fight against a guy who's young and decently talented. Is it a winnable fight? Yes, it is. Manny Pacquiao's 46 years old. He's an old man. I doubt he will get the job done. Don't be surprised if he does, though. Don't be surprised. I hope he does. I mean, who doesn't like Manny Pacquiao? But we'll see. But what do we think? Should Pacquiao even have a license to be boxing this weekend?
Boxing analyst Sean Zittel made a bold prediction. This is the end of an era. He believes Barrios will deliver a definitive win, one that may force Pacquiao into final retirement. This isn't just a loss, Zittel said. It's a passing of the torch. He praised Manny's courage, but added that Barrios' hunger and active experience make him the clear favorite.
The jab is what can neutralize Pacquiao. It's what helped Ugas neutralize Manny in between those bursts that you know are coming. So we'll see. My first thought of this fight was Sugar Ray Leonard when he came back against Hector Camacho. I think we get Barrios winning, and I think Manny announces an emotional retirement in the ring in a beautiful moment after the fight. He's one of those guys that needs to lose against an ordinary type of fighter like Barrios to truly know it's over, because without a shadow of a doubt, 10 years ago, he would have handled Barrios with ease, and that's not a diss to Barrios. So you gotta lose to a Joe Smith. You gotta lose to a Mario Barrios. Manny is one of the fighters that won't stop until you make him stop. So Saturday night, I think Mario Barrios finally makes him stop.
There's no denying it. This is a high-stakes gamble for Manny Pacquiao. A loss here doesn't just risk his health. It risks rewriting how his legacy is remembered. One poor performance and the narrative could shift. Every punch carries more weight now, physically and symbolically. Former opponent Chris Algieri put it bluntly, if Manny doesn't find his rhythm early, this fight will spiral fast. According to him, early rounds are make or break for a fighter coming off a long layoff. If Pacquiao starts slow, Barrios will take control and won't let it go. A shaky start, Algieri warned, could lead to a disastrous ending.
This is going to be a bad night for Manny. One of the things that I really thought made Manny special, and what I noticed in the ring too, was his first step. It was so damn fast. Fastest hands I ever fought in a ring was Amir Khan. Fastest first step was Manny Pacquiao. His ability to pull the trigger early on, pop that straight left hand right down the middle. If I see him go out there, pop that straight left hand on the heavy-footed Mario Barrios, bangs him, cracks him with her left hand early, I'm like, okay, we got to fight. If I see him falling out of position, being off balance, getting square, and getting countered early on, I'm gonna know right away this is gonna be a bad night.
Yet amid all the doubt, some analysts remain hopeful. They argue that experience, intelligence, and adaptability still count for something, especially when you're an 8-division world champion. They say Barrios might be younger, but he's never faced someone with Manny's ring IQ. History has shown Pacquiao turning doubters into believers before. Could this be one of those moments?
Manny Pacquiao returns to the ring against a young fighter, champion WBC, Mario Barrios. How do you see that fight playing out?
Yeah, Barrios is a tall guy and he's a tough guy. You know, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt because Pacquiao is champion, the holder of the records of 8 divisions, and he knows how to fight. He knows how to win. So you always got to give it that opportunity for him to show up. And now whoever shows up in that ring, whether it's a desire to win or just try to be there, that's the question that we have to see. But I believe that he has the ability to do something.
There are still believers, fans, fighters, and legends who trust in the Pacquiao magic. They've seen him do the impossible too many times to count him out now. Even at 46, he's a fighter who's made a career out of defying expectations. And sometimes belief alone can move mountains.
Well, I mean, Manny's already, it doesn't matter if anything, Manny's already a winner, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he's just to step in and to keep challenging himself at his age. I mean, he's already won, so it doesn't matter what the outcome is.
July 19th, we've got Manny Pacquiao getting back at the ring at the age of 46 against a young, hungry champion, Mario Barrios.
Doesn't matter, knockout. You know, nothing against the other guy, by the way. Shout out to you. You probably have a great future ahead of you after this fight. But I'm predicting maybe a 7th round knockout. You know, it's going to be a little brutal. Head's going to be on the ground. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely betting on it, so we'll see.
I think it's nothing Manny can't handle. I think if Manny fights Manny's fight, I think he beats him. And I think, and this is where I say it might be shock the world, I think he could unify the title. I really do. I still think he's got the ability at 46 to do something that will shock people. I believe that.
At a certain age, even as great as Ray is, he's not the Ray Leonard who became the world champion, one of the greatest fighters in history. So age takes a toll. I mean, Manny actually walked in when I was working out in the ring. And I said, you know, let me tell you something. Age really has nothing to do with this. And I'm 82, so, you know, I think you train hard, you're working hard, you've got the skills, but, you know, let's be realistic. It's a split-second sport, right?
You nearly hit me.
Nearly. That's why I said nearly.
So you still good.
Boxing icon Shane Mosley added a dose of optimism after visiting Manny's training camp. He said Pacquiao looked sharp, focused, and intense, like a man with something left to prove. If he carries that same energy into the ring, Mosley said, don't be surprised if he shocks the world again.
What Shane Mosley thinks about Manny Pacquiao's upcoming fight.
Telling the way I feel right now, I think that he's going to do really, really good, and I think that it's a really strong possibility that he wins the world title. I mean, he gets up every morning, he does his run, he works very hard. I'm listening to what he's doing and his mentality. Oh, I talked to him the other day. I was like, ooh, he sounds exactly like me. My mentality, he has my mentality. Like we have the same, we're like walking the same type of thing. You know, he's 46, I'm 53, but it's like we're almost the same. I don't really know Barrios like that, so I can't really speak about it. That's why I'm like hesitant. But see what I see with Manny, man, I think that it's a very strong possibility he wins the world.
But not everyone is convinced. Alex Ariza, who worked closely with Pacquiao in the past, raised a troubling observation. He noted that Manny's training routine hasn't changed much since his prime. What worked in your 20s doesn't work in your 40s, Ariza warned. The body changes, and sticking to old methods might leave Manny unprepared for today's reality. Without adaptation, Ariza fears Manny could walk into a fight for which his body is no longer ready.
Okay, so a few more days, the Pacquiao Barrios. And of course, I'm here with Alex. Who better knows Pacquiao than Alex? How do you see the fight going down?
I think it's a good fight. I think Manny, they picked a good opponent. The blueprint's already there. Margarito, only not as big. So Manny just has to do the same thing.
Easier said than done, but a lot of, because of course I've watched a lot of analysts, experts, they're saying, yes, that's the blueprint. Can he do it at 46?
If I was privy to what he's doing, then I'd be able to say yes or no, but I'm not. Like like with my teams, we have a dietitian, we have a chef, we have a recovery doctor. We know where our fighter is, and he's only 21. Manny's 46, so they should be checking his blood, finding out what his optimal levels are, what he's probably deficient in, what he's not deficient in. What they have to. So they should be all on top of that.
Can you make a good assumption based on what you see on training and videos if he's in good condition?
I don't see anything. All I see is the same thing, to be honest. I see him doing a lot of shadow boxing. They don't show sparring, so we don't really know.
So you can't really test if his condition.
No, he's always looks good before the fight.